What's going on, everybody, and welcome to how to get the best enchantments in God of War. When I say best enchantments, I mean best enchantments. You can get these actually fairly early in the game. Basically, as soon as the second water drop happens in the game, you talk to Jormungandr, you're supposed to go up north, yada yada yada. When that happens, it will unveil a place on the map. I can go over here. Right here, called Burry's Storeroom. Now, Burry's Storeroom is a tiny little island. It's at the tower is actually facing in a different direction than you would normally see it. It would normally be facing down this way. So it's currently actually facing north on the map. But Burry's Storeroom is right over here, next to Stone Falls, by the entrance to Vithagard. So if you've been over here, you know where this is at. But once you get to Burry's Storeroom, which is right here, is this little island with the water wheel on it. When you initially get on the island, there's going to be a little puzzle over here. This puzzle will open that door. The first thing you need to do is do that puzzle, kill all the enemies on the island, and in that puzzle, you will get Glavestorm, which is incredibly good either way. But one way or another, kill all the enemies, get Glavestorm, do that immediately after the water drops. That way you've got more time. Once all the enemies are dead on there, you can run around, do other stuff on the lake. I usually go around and pick up all the dews that are around the lake. And after a little bit, doesn't take very long, if you come back, you'll see these enemies over here. The way to know it's actually ready to get the enchantments is it will have those two enemies right there. And you will have this traveler. That's the key. Make sure that traveler is on the island. That way you'll know they are the right enemies. And the actual enemy you're looking for is this guy right here closest to us. The one standing right by the water's edge. That's where you want him standing. And that's the guy that you're going after. This early in the game, we currently have level 4. All our gear is, level 3, level 4. Right around that area. So that guy is a level 8. He has a skull above his head. If he touches you, he one-shots you. If the other guy over there, I believe he's a level 7. If he one-shots you, or anything's you, touches your butt in the wrong way, you're going to die. So, good setup for this. As far as stuff goes, the way I do it, there are other ways to do it. You can use River of Knives to throw this guy, because the goal is to basically throw him into the water, because killing him is very, very hard, especially at this level, and especially if you're on Gimme God of War. It is extremely, extremely hard to kill him. If you are going to use River of Knives, make sure it's upgraded all the way. But the easier way, and the way I personally do it because it's more consistent, is make sure you have Hell's Touch, which you get. It's the very first thing that you get in the game. Upgrade that all the way, because you're going to need that for the stagger either way, whether you're using River of Knives or using Executioners, which is the way I do it. You need Hell's Touch for the initial thing, and I'll show you why here in a second. But at least make sure you have Hell's Touch on, and skills-wise, make sure you have Executioner's Cleave, because you're going to need that too, to be able to do pop that kick move right there. So, first thing you're going to do to get them set up, you want to enter the island, get off your boat, get them pissed off, and then immediately restart checkpoint. That's going to reset where they're standing, so they'll be in the same spot every time. And as soon as it starts to load in, you want to start walking forward and to the right. Hell's Touch to get the fire off of him. Cleave him. Kick him in the water. And there you go. There's an enchantment to drop. Pick up the enchantment. And then restart checkpoint. And it'll reset them again, but you get to keep the enchantments. This guy, because he's a level 8, drops all level 7, all epic enchantments, and they all have crazy good stats on them. Drop rate wise, I'd say he's probably a 1 in 10-ish. So if he doesn't drop anything, just immediately restart checkpoint. You can keep doing this over and over again. The key to doing this, only kill him. Do not kill the rest of the stuff on the island. Once you kill everything on the island here, the island resets, and those guys are no longer there. So you only want to kill that guy. You don't want to piss off the traveler over there. Yeah, run up, Hell's Touch to get the fire off him. Cleave, kick him in the water. If it doesn't drop, restart. If it does drop, pick it up, then restart. You can do this over and over again. It's really, really fast. It works on console, it works on PC. It's obviously faster loading times wise on PC, but it's really not that bad on the other ones either. He also drops hack silver, so you can pick that up as well. It's not a lot. 250 to 275 each time, depending on how much luck you have. But you can keep doing it, and just keep picking them up. I said, every time, they're always going to be level 7 because he's a level 8. They're always going to be epic because he's a level 8. And this is the only place in the game that you can get them with stats on them that look like these. That's the one that we just got. Gives 10 straight runic and momentum mastery, which is permafrost or immolation gain. It increases your rate. Like, the stats on these things are insane. You don't get straight stat ones like this pretty much anywhere else in the game. Even from super late game, nothing like that. You're not going to get ones like this that have frost damage 25%. Raging Fury, it's your rage gain, and they all have single stats. Most of them are double digits. Sometimes you'll get like a 9. Cooldown's always the lowest because cooldown's a low stat. Reducing rage cost, fire supremacy. It's a little foreshadowing, which is kind of weird that they have that this early in the game. But either way, burn damage 25% with straight runic on it. Unstoppable aura. Goes on and on. Extremely high resistance ones. You can get fire 50%, frost 50%, poison 50%. Like, they're just that good. Like I said, that as soon as the water drops the second time, that's when you can get these. And you can just keep doing it over and over again, and you can leave that guy there. If you go into NG+, these guys are still there. The setup is still the same, but they do not drop the same enchantments. So if you want to get your hands on these enchantments with these type of stats on them, basically the burn, stuff like that, they'll still have the single stats, the high double-digit single stats, like luck and runic and strength. You can get up to like 15 strength on single ones on these. But the secondary stats will be different. You won't be able to get the permafrost. You won't be able to get the straight frost damage. The main ones you'll get are stuff like taking hits, reduces damage, basic stuff like that. NG+, for some reason, they do not drop the same ones. They are still that high level, but you don't get these. So if you want these, get them on your first NG playthrough and just keep these guys around. That's the way to do it. Try to get one more to drop here just so you can see it again. We'll see what we get on it, and then I'll show you how to back out of it. That way you're not stuck on the island. I mean, it's obviously pretty simple. You just want to get on the boat. But you'll see how fast it can actually be if you're just doing it just to do it, and you get used to the restart. Straight. Snap him. Cleave him. Kick him. Restart. If you don't see the orb pop up, just immediately restart. And go for the next one. I was trying to count these a little bit earlier, and it seems to be about 10%-ish. Maybe a little bit less, but been getting about one every 10, Sometimes it'll go a little bit longer, and I'll get 2, but there we go. So there's another flawless. Frost resistance by 50% with 13 strength on it. So, that's what I'm saying. If you want really good enchantments, all level 7, all epics, all really, really good stats, this is where you go. Bury storeroom. After the second water drop, immediately go here, clear the island, get the skill off of it, get the runic attack, make sure everything is dead, go pick up all the dews around the island, do a little bit of stuff, and then just keep checking back and circling around it. And eventually you will see that traveler sitting on the island, and you'll see those 2 enemies. And then just do what I did before. You pull up on it, get out of the boat, restart checkpoint, and they'll be in the same spot every time. Hell's Touch, Executioner's Cleave, kick him in the water, pick him up, and you're done. And that's literally it. And then if you want to leave the island, because you want to just leave them there, restart checkpoint, and then just start tapping to get into the boat as soon as the darkness comes up, and it'll automatically put you into the boat. There you go. Then you can just leave them on the island, and if you want to come back later and get more, you can come back later and get more. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out. I know it does me. It's always nice having those big badass runic attacks. Or enchantments, I should say. If you want them, the best place to get them is right here. So yeah, hopefully that helped you out. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free. Helps me do more shit like this. And buy more hot dogs.